Hello, YouTube fans, here again. And I think why not, why not? As I'm already talking about, look at his name right, Dev Goldenboom's movies. Why not this one? Take another Stephen King book. That would be The Dead Soul. That's right, The Dead Soul. I remember reviewing this before, and I remember liking this film. Yes, spoilers, it does have a downbeat ending, but this is the sort of film I feel, say it again, I feel it preserved it. It preserved it. I do know in the later days they did a TV mini-series of The Dead Soul. Maybe one day down the road I might watch it, because I do actually like the actor that plays the character in that. And it isn't the same actor, but I still like it. Yep, I still like it. So it's got with the bloody film. So you got to take a bit of music, and just one of these. It's one of these. Is it faithful to the book or not? I've not really read the book. The thing with Stephen King is you can say, do you like the film versions of your books, and you're trying to. He probably won't. He probably won't because he's like that. He's not really a lover of his films versions. It's understandable. You're reading a book and they alter it. Sometimes you're going to speak your dodo out. You're going to speak your dodo out. But I do like it. I like Christopher Walken as an actor, and I do think Christopher Walken nails this to the park. Why he didn't win an award for this, I do not know. This has to be one of my favourites of Christopher Walken because 2 days after he played the Bond villain through to a kill, right? And I just feel they didn't give Christopher Walken a lot to do. Out of all the villains, I felt as if more to do, Phil and Lair, and so on. The only thing I remembered about Through to a Kill was the song by Duran Duran. Dancing to the Fire, Jace Jones. And it's Roger Moore's last outing. That's all I remember. It's not one of my favourites of the Bond films. The only thing I'd going for it. When I just felt as if just for walking more to do. I can do more psycho things. But, and Batman the Return, he's okay, but we really not remember as a villain. But in this, I've got to admit, I do actually like his performance, Christopher Walken. So you got a great bit of music, and he pays the cheats off, and you kind of feel sorry for him from the get go. You feel sorry for him. He's going to get a change. He goes to a fun fair. He has headaches, and he's with his girlfriend. It's a rainy day, and she advises him, do you want to stay at mine or not? And he doesn't. He goes. This is his outdoing. So his driver, it's not really his fault. Some dickhead in a truck, forward of feet. The thing breaks off because he wasn't watching where he's going, this stupid trucker. And it's horses Christopher Walken to have a car accident. And he comes round, you think it's a couple of months, but it isn't. It turns out he was out, I think, right, it could be wrong, about 7 days in this coma. So you kind of feel sorry for Christopher Walken's character. He has this horrible accident, like I said, and he's in a coma for 7 days. His mum and dad visits him, and if that's not a kick in the nuts, remember rightly, if that's not a kick in the balls, his loved ones moved on and got married and had a kid with somebody else, which you find out later on in the film. He's doing this obstacle. He could barely walk as well. This nurse is cleaning him up, and he tapped her by the hand. He's in the chair off, then he makes you jump, spoilers there. And he's having fast parts of his little girl trapped in a house with fire. It turns out it's this nurse's daughter. He told her to get to the house. He gets there in the nick of time, and they save the day. And then there's another bit where he taps this doctor's hand, who's one of the main characters. Again, that's a flashback of World War II. So you can see what's going to happen in the past and what's going to happen in the future, which the cousin nicknamed it Dead Soul. And the doctor finds out that his mum, it's in World War II, and he's having this flashback. He finds out his mum is still alive and kicking, and so on. So they have him on this show. This fucking arsehole. This is just a prick place. He just likes to fucking die, make him look small, so he looks big. Typical news reporter. but he has fast bats and makes him look like a dick. But then it's even more shitty for this character. His mum has a massive stroke and dies. So your dad feels sorry for Christopher Walken's character. This cop comes in, there's these horrible murders going along. Can't remember what they call him now. The Pentatan Killer. No, that's something out of another fucking film. Something killer. He's a serial killer, but they do him a funny name anyway, right? I'll probably figure it out. At first, the cop says, Dodd is giving you the gift, why don't you use it? Christopher Walken really snapped at that point and says, oh yeah, Dodd, yeah, he's been a real sport with me. You can either see why he's been a dick at that point, because you feel for the character. He's been in a coma for so many years. The love of his life, who was engaged to, is fucked off. He got married to somebody else. His mum's passed away of a horrible stroke. He's lost his job because he's been in a stroke because he's been in a coma for so many days. So you know what I mean? He can barely walk. He's got a fucking limp. That's he's gonna feel fucking sorry for himself. So basically, he told this cop to for this killer, but then he's watching the news report about these killings, and he has a change of heart. And it's near Christmassy time, and he goes investigates the murder. This is one thing I do like about this film. It's very clever. It's very clever. It's in the book. I do not know, but there's a bit within this tunnel, really, really cheapy looking tunnel. Top saying that he's warned people never to go in this tunnel, but people don't listen. It's a shortcut. But they're finding near this circle, right? Near this part of the park. And she's lying in the snow, the body. And I love the bit where Christopher Walken holds her hand. And you can actually see what she's seen before she gets killed. I like that sort. I fancy a bit more like that too, that sort of film. He's touching dead things. Oh, that sounds fucking weird. But he's seen what they've seen before they died. I thought delve a bit more into that. I thought that was a bit of a typical touch. Whether that was the idea of David Goldenboom or it's in the book, somebody let me know. But I like the bit where he touches her hand and he sees the Pampatam Killer. That's it, the Pampatam Killer, I think it was called. And he goes to stab her. If people's never seen the Dead Zone, I'm going to spoil it. So, word of warning. Get it any way you can because I'm going to spoil it. You ought to see the Dead Zone. It's a fucking classic anyway. 1983, date book by Stephen King. Damn good film. So, fuck it. I'm going to spoil it. I apologise. I'm an asshole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I spoiled it. So you find out who the killer is. The copper had a partner, like most coppers do. It turned out it was his partner who was the killer. So they go to the house, and what a way to kill yourself. He has his scissors, puts one in his mouth like that, one up his nose, and kills himself. What a fucked up way. I've never seen that done in any film. I thought someone just killed themselves. The mother tries to fucking shoot at him. She gets killed, and that's it. So, to cut the story short, he's been asked by his teacher now to teach his lad, because he does still work, but more at home. He meets the woman that was going to marry him, which then makes you feel sorry for him. Before that, they met before. He got the idea they've done it, but he doesn't sew it. I don't mean to test, and I apologise for that. And again, he's having fast bats. Before that, though, this is Di who wants to be a senator. Diver Sullivan's dad, not Diver Sullivan, I'm trying to fix the name of the fucking actor. Very good actor, anyway. Keanu Reeves, that's it. Keanu Reeves, this dad of all people, is in this film. He plays a total and utter bastard. This guy makes fucking JR in Dyers look like a guy who does charity work. Makes him look like fucking Santa Claus. And he wants to be like a president and so on, but he's definitely you wouldn't want him to be. And there's a bit to that story as it goes on. But again, he's having fast backs. He's having a fast back of this lad dying. He warns the father, but the father doesn't listen because he's a fucking prick. But the lad doesn't go, and he finds out on the newspaper that these horrible deaths happen. The ice is broken, and all these young lads have got killed doing a hockey. Oh, I was getting last word right. Doing a hockey game. So the father's in shock and so on. But then we get back to the president, And it turns out he's shaking hands, he shakes his hand, and he senses that this guy, if he gets voted in, he's going to press the nuke button. He has flashbacks in the future. This is a guy who wants power, and if he feels threatened, he will press the nuke button. Bye bye, Vienna. So he knows that he goes to his doctor. I love the line his doctor says, I'm a man of medicine. I save lives. But if I had a choice, I'd kill the son of a bitch. And what he's talking about is Hitler, because it does, he lost his mum. He thought his mum died. It was all to do with World War II, Hitler and all that. We all know Hitler's a dictator. This guy, who could become the president, is going to be another Hitler, another Adam Hussein. This tied this fucking JR from Dyer's, the famous soap, gives him a fucking run for his money compared to what he's like. So he has no option but to sacrifice him. You mean sacrificing himself? So be it. So again, another spoilers. You find out. If you don't want to know the ending, watch the film. So he breaks in, he's got this voting day, he's going to assassinate this fucker, because he knows if he doesn't, he's going to kill everybody by pressing the nuke button. He pulls a gun out, he misses, but the shitbag gets a baby. That's how much of a chicken shit he is. He gets the woman's baby, he's holding it about as a shield, and his bodyguard is just as much of a stun bag, shoots Christopher Walken, he falls down. You think he's done for. He holds the arsehole's hand and he says, you're done with, because he has fast bats. So it's because he was going to be faulted. Someone took a photo of him holding the baby as a shield. He puts a gun to his head. You don't see it, but you see blood hitting the magazine, so you got the idea he's killed himself. And he walks off, and then Christopher Walken says bye to the love of his life and dies. Kind of a downer of an ending. But in this moment in time, I think it was one what deserved it. You knew his fate wasn't going to be a good one. The fact that he self-sacrificed himself and got himself killed to save other people was a good thing. It's kind of sad that people don't know that, but if he would have done what he did, this guy got voted in, he would have pressed the nuke button and kill everybody. He was a nutter. So it was good he did that. Yeah, Nicholas Cage. We need an artifice is far up in loads of films. You may remember him in a Top of Hips Now, very good actor. Like saying this, he plays a complete and utter arsehole. And he gets his preserves. Even though he doesn't die, you got the idea, he kills himself. And this is a film I actually like Christopher Walken in. I think it's a different type of role for him. He definitely does a good performance. And yeah, I do know they made a TV series of The Dead Zone. One day around the world, I might watch it. It's one of these, though. Is Stephen King a lover of it? Because let's be honest, Stephen King never likes his movie versions. Is it as faithful to the book? The bits of the book, maybe. I imagine the book probably had more in it. The downbeat ending, I can kind of see where it was going from. He knew he was going to die. He even mentions in the film he's getting weaker and weaker every time he uses his powers. But The Dead Zone, like I say, 1983, good film. It was a film with good performance, a good story, good suspense. That The Dead Zone. Fuck it. 8-star rating for me. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.